Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Dubai Autodrome for RaceRoom racing experience. Now this place is probably best known for its 24-hour endurance race, but the circuit has also hosted plenty of other events since opening in 2004, most notably the FIA GT Championship and even the GP2 Asia Series. Now I have previously recorded a video here in the past, but that was over a year ago, driving a GTE car in R-Factor 2 on the shortened national layout at night. So this race, I thought I'd completely mix it up and do something different, and I'm going to take the RaceRoom Formula 3 car around the full Grand Prix layout of the circuit in a 30-minute race, daytime race, against the AI. Now, with the speed and grip available in this car, there are plenty of almost flat-out corners and lots of opportunities for slipstreaming and overtaking before heavy braking zones. So, yeah, should be an exciting one. Okay, so here we are on the starting grid at Dubai. Great qualifying session, by the way. The car felt absolutely fantastic. I just love the way this car feels to drive. It's going to be a good race, very tight field, and we are starting in 9th position out of 26 in the rather fetching yellowy, orangey, bluey kind of looking Team Endless car in the Formula RaceRoom 3. So, let's go. No further ado.
13 minutes.
Half an hour race today against the AI with mandatory pit stops, so we will have to come in and change tyres at some point.
Get ready.
Anyway, let's focus on the lights and get a good start. Build the revs.
Let's go.
Nice. Tiny bit of wheel spin in first gear there. No traction control on these cars, of course. As we head down towards the first corner, it's quite a long run. I'll be on the outside.
It's 3 wide, but on the left. Take it easy. Still there.
Give them plenty of room.
Right side's clear.
And we're clear. Up to P6. As we now head single file through these fast sweepers. Absolutely magical corners. Heading towards the decreasing speed, tightening radius. Right-hander here. Gonna tuck it in just at the last minute and get the drive. So we all seem to be making it through here in one piece. And now this is a pivotal corner. It's banked, so you can take a lot more speed than you think you can. It gives you a good run onto the back straight, which I didn't particularly get there.
Green flag sector 1.
We've got about a second to the car ahead of us and half a second to the car behind. We'll be dragging them along in the slipstream, no doubt. Heavy braking now.
Alright.
Everyone's battling for position ahead of us. Very easy to lock the tyres there. And this corner's a lot faster than you think.
Ryback's is down on the lead.
Woo! Something that is nice about this Formula 3
Right side.
is it's just on the limit on acceleration.
Right side's clear. There's a car right.
You can be quite prone to oversteer if you're too liberal with the throttle. As I completely missed my gear shift there. He's got the run on us, that gives him the advantage down the straight, but now we're on the inside.
Still with you.
And another decreasing speed, tightening radius corner. Really truly meant to test the driver. Woo, there's some more of that oversteer I was on about. And that is a lap here in Dubai as we head through the final hairpin onto the main straight. We're now up to 5th position. Started 9th, that's not bad.
Keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on.
He's all over us in the mirrors though.
Head is now.
We want to try and
P5.
not fall back from the cars ahead of us. The pace is very good from the leaders.
Alright. You're right.
Very optimistic thinking by Mr. AI there.
You're right.
He's trying it again though, so I've got to give him the room.
You're clear on the right.
Just got to give him the room. These opponents here today are very prone to sticking a nose at the inside and then making wheel-to-wheel contact with you. It's a very distinct sound. You'll know it when you hear it. We do live to fight another day. Although all of this defending, we're losing touch with Max Muller ahead of us, trying to defend from Ricardo Luna behind. Just on the verge of locking up the tyres there. You can just hear them start to squeal a little bit. And I think that is our strong point. We are very good on the brakes here. And the more they fight, the slower they go. So I'm kind of wishing them on. Come on, keep going side by side. Bring me back into the mix again. I can see 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st all ahead of us. Whoa! Way too hot into that corner there. I think the rear of the car is a little bit loose. We're going to nudge the brake bias forward ever so slightly to try and help counteract that. Feels like the back of the car wants to swing round on the heavy braking.
149, might take one. The gap to in front is now 1.4. The lap time was at 151.03. The gap behind is now 0.33.
Ooh. Yep, definitely rear limited on this car. I am running quite a bit of wing. So it's all about the driving skill. There's not really too much more I can change on the setup, really. Oh, absolutely butcher that corner. Way offline.
On your right. Clear right.
Yep, I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. That's just sloppy driving, that.
Come on, don't let him get away.
We can just hang with him down the back straight, though. We're in his slipstream. Although we did absolutely murder that left-hander as well. We didn't get a particularly good run. We are closing, and we'll be good on the brakes, so we're not out of the fight yet.
On your left.
Oh, he misses the apex.
Still there.
They'll take him around the outside.
Clear left.
That's not going to work, though. He's got the run. Can we try him here?
Car left.
With the late send, kind of half committed to that. But that puts him offline. Luckily, he was checking the mirrors. Now we've got him on the inside on the run down to this corner.
He's still there. Right side's clear. Well done, fella.
Thanks, Mr. Spotter.
Side. And still there.
Oh, he just drives right around the outside of us. Jeez. They're pretty good, eh? These don't give up easily. These AIs like to put a bit of a fight, and all of that puts us 1.3 seconds off our fastest lap from before.
That was 52.34. The gap to De Villiers behind is now 0.7.
If we can just hang with him and get these corners right, we might be able to get him back on the straight. But I'm sure you can see, guys, it's a pretty good track, isn't it? It's quite conducive to good racing. As I absolutely go wide there again. Not doing myself any favours today. Gotta get this one right. There we go. Nice and early on the power. Use the banking to pull the car around. We're about 3/10 up on our fastest lap at the moment, but we're pulling along Bernard de Villiers behind us in the other Formula 3 car. Hopefully he doesn't try and move into the hairpin here. Yeah, it's such a great track. I love the flow of it. Not many modern circuits you can say that about, unfortunately, because they all seem to be designed like cookie cutter, all the same. You know, sort of copy paste kind of hairpin straight sweeper, hairpin straight sweeper, double hairpin, that kind of thing. But this, I don't know, just feels different somehow, this track. Got some very interesting corner profiles, some nice elevation as well. Just pretty fun to drive.
That's a new fastest lap for 149.00. The guy ahead has just posted a 149.16. Okay, now don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. The gap in front is now 1.8. The gap to De Villiers behind is now 1.3 seconds. That was a 150.25. That's your quickest lap in this session.
I think I'm still running a little bit too wide through turn 1. Need to fix that. We are dropping back a little bit now, unfortunately. Whoa!
The window opens in 2 minutes.
The tyres are holding on nicely. I'm not sure how to play the strategy. They'll come in from an early stop and get it out of the way and then try and fight back. And they'll just hang it out and then use the fresh tyres at the end of the race to claw back some positions. I don't know. This is the exact moment. This needs to be a live stream, not a pre-recorded video. So I've got you guys in the chat making the strategy calls for me. And then if it goes wrong, I can blame you. Because you know, as racing drivers, we never like to accept any blame for anything. It's always somebody else's fault. Yeah, we're dropping back a little bit now. We've got a lonely little pocket in the race.
The window open in 1 minute.
I think we're going to go for the early one, you know? Get it out of the way. Because there's quite a lot of field spread right now. Looks like the cars are.
The gap in front is now 2.9. The last lap time was 150.48. You're a second down in sector 3. The gap to the Villiers behind is now 0.31.
There we go. That felt much better through turn 1 then. Alright, let's try and nail this corner. There we go. That felt pretty good as well.
Okay, Dan, pit window is open. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. Stay on it. This isn't over yet.
Thanks for the motivation. Well, it looks like there's a nice little train of cars forming behind us now. 1, 2, 3 cars within a couple of seconds by the looks of things on the relative display. Asking a little bit too much on the downshifts there.
Rybats is now leading.
Oh, looks like there's been a change for the lead. Are they getting feisty up ahead? It looks like they are. So we are coming back into contention, but not through pace, unfortunately. I think I might hold out another lap. Wait and see what happens with this battle ahead of us. So we've now got around about 20 minutes of this race left to go.
Tyre wear on all your tyres.
That was pretty terrible through that apex. Although we're not too far off the pace. Alright, here we go. Pretty much an identical lap.
Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. The gap in front is now 2.5 seconds, 6th place. That lap time was 150.25. That's your quickest lap in this session. The gap to the Villiers behind is now 0.8.
Way too much curb on the inside there. And now that puts the pressure back on. The mirrors are starting to look pretty full. What do you reckon? Pit stop? I mean, the logical thing to do, I guess, would be to come in halfway through the race and split it into 2 equal halves. Especially as far as the tyre life's concerned, but I suppose the longer I stay out, the more of a gap I'm making behind me and the less people I'm going to have to overtake at the end of the race. And I'll also be on lower fuel and fresher tyres.
Saponara is leading the race.
Woo! Nice little slide on the rear then. This Formula RaceRoom 3 car. Basically a Formula 3 car, let's be honest. They just don't have the license for it. This Formula 3 car reminding me when I'm being a little bit too cheeky with the accelerator. So much fun to drive. It really is. I was thinking about trying maybe the Formula 2 car or the Formula 3. But I'll be honest, I tested the Formula 3 car first and then was like, nah, this is the one I'm going to use for the race. Don't need to look any further. It's just a great combo. Okay, so we got... I can hear the pit sirens. People coming in. So it has begun.
You've just done a 150.29.
I think one person ahead of us is pitted. As Bernard behind us is all over us. Take a rather defensive line through turn 1 there. Oh, he's switching back from left to right. You can see him all over the place. I'm getting very nervous now. He's going to send it. I know he's going to send it. I have to think about holding it nice and tight. I'm getting defensive.
Alright.
Oh!
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Clear on the right.
Thank you.
Sector 1 is clear.
Right.
Clear right. Come on, don't let him get away.
I told you he was going to go for it. Just sent it up the inside. Well, that answers that one. Pit stop. There we go. Pit confirmed. 4 fresh tyres.
On your left. To your left. Juncadella is now leading.
That guy was pretty slow on the brakes ahead of us. Locked up the tyres slightly. But we're coming into the pits. These are going to be thrown away in about 30 seconds time. So you might as well use up all of the energy that they've got. And hopefully the pit lane's not too congested. Last thing we want is running into someone in the pits or a blocked box, like I suffered in my race at Macau a while back on this channel. Came into pit and there was somebody there. Anyway. Too wide.
Activate limiter, box in 280 metres.
Limiter's on. We're in the pits. Gonna keep an eye out for our box.
That's 15 minutes.
We're right at the end.
Half distance. Fuel levels are fine. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think Mr. Spotter's getting slightly confused with where my box is there, unfortunately. We're right at the end, where that stop sign is. The pit limiter is horrible in this car. Keep an eye in the mirrors, so be good. Oh, we just make it out of that guy.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors.
Okay, so we've lost a few spots. There's quite a few people who haven't yet pitted. But we're now on fresh tyres. And that should equal out as everyone comes in. Like I said earlier, it's a mandatory pit stop, so everybody has to come in and change. And immediately, I can feel so much more grip in the car. Oh, especially here. Wow! The car just turns. Alright then, head down. Need to get some solid times in here. Make the most of the fresh tyres. Hammer time. So, I'm going to stay quiet for the next lap or so. I'm going to let you guys have a listen to the engine. Turn it up, guys.
The leader, Juncadella, is pitting. De Villiers is pitting from position 3. I think he'll come out just in front.
Not sure what the deal with that guy is.
Right side's clear.
Going very slow on the straights. Almost handed the position over to us, pretty much. As we're now back into 9th, there's a few people make pit stops ahead of us, which is exactly where we started. But to be honest, I think there's still...
Window closes in 2 minutes.
I think there's still a few more people who are yet to make a pit stop. There's a nice train of cars ahead of us there. Hopefully we can get ourselves onto the back of it. The guy behind us is very close. Is he going to go for the cheeky dive? Nah, too good on the brakes. Last thing I want to do at the moment is move offline. Compromise the entry to any of these corners. I need to do maximum pace. We're about half a tenth up on our best at the moment, which is a 1 minute 50.2. Fastest lap 148.9. Wow. Some serious pace from the cars ahead. I haven't got any answer for that.
The window closes in 1 minute.
Heading around the final corner. About a tenth up. That'll do for me right now.
The gap to Miller ahead is now 2.3 seconds. P9.
Any more people in the pits? No, I think people are leaving it till the absolute last minute.
Mido behind is now 0.7.
Unless we lost a lot of time in the pits, which I don't see how, because we were pretty much on the entry, bang on. We didn't get blocked. It wasn't a slow stop, it was a very quick stop. 4 tyres in 6 seconds. There we go. That feels good. There's a lot more rubber down on the track now. Obviously with newer tyres, lower fuel, the pace is starting to come back towards us as wow, over half a second up on our best as we reach 10 minutes.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Okay, Dan, pit window's closed.
I'm sure there's meant to be people ahead of us who are yet to pit. I think some penalties might be in order. Looks like some people have missed it. That's a basic strategic error if that's the case. Because unlike qualifying where if the time drops to 0 you can finish a lap, I don't believe you can come in on the lap where the pit window closes. You already had to have made your pit stop. It's not like, okay, pit window closes this lap, you can come in. You have to have already made it when it closes. So, I don't know. Unless some people have just decided not to pit.
Gap to Miller ahead is now 2.6 seconds. That last lap was at 149.91. That's your fastest lap today. The gap to Mido behind is now 0.5.
Way offline for that there. Oh yeah, we're back down in 9th. I'm not exactly sure how that's happened, guys. Oh no, wait, I know how it happened. We spun. What am I on about? Of course, we got spun around. That's where we lost the time. It wasn't a dodgy pit stop. It was because we got punted. Oh. See, I'd already forgotten. I was just focused on the race ahead. I was ready to just keep on going. I was completely out of my mind. That's where we lost the positions. We got spun around, of course.
He's leading the race.
Woo! Big slide on the rear there. Looks like there's a bit of a traffic jam ahead of us. It's very congested. They're about, well, the next car's 2 seconds down the road, but then the next 5 cars are covered by a second and a half, by the looks of it. So we can just catch up and get ourselves back in contention. The pace is definitely there. Gonna need another mega couple of laps. Just that slipstream.
Miller ahead is now 1.7. You've just done a 149.77. Alright, Dan, lap time's pretty consistent. The gap to Mido behind is now 1.1 seconds.
snatched the inside front tyre, braking for turn 1 then. And it wasn't really a lock-up, it was just so pathetic. But the car just didn't want to turn. And you could see myself helplessly drifting towards the outside. Oh wow, that looks like a mega battle up ahead of us. We've dropped a bit so far, but I've got a feeling they're going to slow each other down as we go towards the end of the race with only 6 minutes left to go. Can we make up some spots? When they go 3 wide through the hairpin, we can definitely make up some spots. We're right back on the tail of it now. This is going to be justice for our little punt before.
Right, the guy ahead of us is De Villiers. Car on your right. Still there, clear on the right.
Well, ran out of speed and talent there. Couldn't make it stick, but would. Yeah, we're close. That's 8th, 7th, and 6th ahead of us.
We're seeing minor wear on your left front. Left side, still there. You're clear on the left.
Bit of an unorthodox entry to that corner. Right, come on Dan, don't mess up turn 1. And maybe 3 laps left to go.
Yes, in front is now 0.7. That lap was at 151.54. The gap to Vidal behind is now 0.46.
There we go. And that's the best I've done that corner all race. Bit sloppy through there. Very sloppy through there as well. And that's going to lose us time all the way down the straight. Tantalisingly close to that slipstream. Hopefully the cars ahead of us start fighting again. Sorry for the lack of commentary at the moment, guys. As I'm sure you can appreciate, I'm putting quite a lot of concentration into this. It looks like it's quite an easy car to drive, but trust me, when you're on the limit, you gotta be so precise. You know, it's only got 240 horsepower, but it only weighs 560 kilos.
Alright.
Send!
Right side's clear. We've seen a bit of wear all round. Well done, Dan. Great move. Keep it up.
Woo! Up to 8th. Oh, I thought you had a run then.
The gap to Miller ahead is now 1.2 P8. That was 150.45.
Oh, we're close.
Behind is now 0.16.
Sliding it round first corner there, but we're up a quarter of a second, so that seems to be the way to do it apparently. Much better that time. Much better. Just outside slipstream. If they start fighting, that's our chance. Kevin Miller, Michael Flarup. Oh guys, sweating. And locking up as well. Oh, it's coming down to it. So close. It looks like 4th and 5th are getting held up as well. It's all tightening up at the end of the race. Got maybe one more lap.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Depends on when the leader crosses the line, of course. Whether he crosses it with more than 1:50 to go? If so, we might get 2 more laps, but I think we're only going to get 1, you know. Is this the last lap?
Last lap. That lap was at 1:50.35.
Well, just because Mr. Spotter said it's last lap doesn't actually mean it is the last lap. I've been caught up by that a couple of times in RaceRoom as well. The spotter works out the calculations ever so slightly wrong, and I've crossed the line thinking the race is over, so I'm just going to keep gunning it until it stops. Absolute limit of grip. Knocking it down to 3rd gear, try and get an extra little bit of drive, but I don't think it's done us any favours. Just over a second back. Unless something magical happens, we might be stuck in 8th position, but never give up, guys. Okay, here we go.
Is now in the lead.
He was very slow through the hairpin. Okay, we're close. Can we do our signature dive up the inside of this next corner? It's going to be this or nothing, I don't think. We're going to have to send it.
On your right. Clear right. Car left.
Oh, he's going to get the cutback though.
Still with you.
He's holding it around the outside, into the final corner, late on the brakes.
He's still with you. Keep your line.
Is he still there? Oh, no, I think he's got us. Yeah. Oh.
8th place. That's it. We're done.
Just couldn't make it work. Oh guys, well there we go. that was a close finish. As always seems to be the case in RaceRoom for some reason. Honestly, I assure you, I'm not engineering these finishes. That was a genuine sprint to the line. It seems to have happened a lot in the last few videos. But well, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Dubai Autodrome, great circuit, absolutely fantastic circuit. If you own RaceRoom, it is a must-have. The quality is absolutely fantastic. Just the level of detail that's gone into the track, and the actual track itself is really enjoyable. Like, you can have an expertly made track, but it could be the worst, the most boring track in the world. What's the point? With this, it's yeah, quality track that just induces quality racing, as you saw from that video. Minus the punt, of course, but this is Formula 3, so that is to be expected, I guess. A cheeky driver dispute here and there. I'll have to find out who that was and keep an eye out for him in the future. Anyway, guys, yeah, Dubai Autodrome, great. Formula 3 and RaceRoom, great. RaceRoom itself, great. So, just great things to say all around, really. If you thought so as well, if you enjoyed the video, then you know what to do. Don't forget to leave a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you thought the pit strategy should be in the comments as well. Let me know, should I have pitted early? Should I pit late? Was that the right thing to do? I'm still a relative newbie at these sprint race pit stops. But yeah, share your thoughts in the comments. Just let me know what you thought of the video. And if you want to see more quality sim racing content, and especially RaceRoom content, because I'm really getting into RaceRoom now, it's just, I think it's becoming my go-to, my favorite, then press subscribe and press that notification bell. Because when you do, you will find out when I go live and when I upload videos and when I schedule live streams as well. And I'm going to be doing plenty of that over the next few months, guys. I've got so many exciting things planned for this channel. So yeah, make sure you press subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell. I've been DDF Racer. I'll see you next time.